to the families of Mr. Scabonia or the families of Mr. Brown. But there are still loving families that each of you have that you can cling to. And for those who are injured, you have families and friends. And it's my hope that you all will do that and let time do what it does best, which is to heal. Because time will heal. Not everything, but it will make it better. And it's been a fairly short period of time. The wounds are still raw. They're still fresh. But I think they will be different when people have had some time. So at this time, having said all of that, I'm obligated to impose a sentence for Mr. Brown. I have given great thought to this throughout the course of the last 2 hours, and much thought before that time. And I recognize that the state and defense counsel have come before this court with a recommendation that they believe is appropriate and that they believe is adequate under the circumstances. But as I noted, I think that Mr. Brown's behavior, because of the serial nature of his continuing to drive the vehicle and the way in which he drove it, tells this court that this case is a little bit beyond the typical case where someone who's driving drunk gets to kill someone. Because in those circumstances, there's usually the impact and the accident and the death, and that's it. It doesn't go on. It doesn't go on down the street, down the block, involving more people, threatening and risking more people as time goes on. For those reasons, I believe that despite the recommendation of counsel, the appropriate sentence in this case for count 1 is 198 months. For counts 2, 3, and 4 is 43. Yeah. Which will all run concurrently, followed by 18 months of supervision from the Department of Corrections. Mr. Brown will be required to pay restitution. He will be required to pay legal and financial obligations to the extent that he is able. He will be required during his supervision to not consume any alcohol or unprescribed drugs and to comply with all the requirements of the Department of Corrections. He will be given credit for time he has already served. That is a legal requirement.